and welcome back to Project Prototech. Alright, so in our last episode, we went ahead and took down a Factorum logistics facility. Since then, I have gone ahead and collected all the loot from that after my game was debating about whether or not it wanted to crash. And then we came on over here to this new unidentified signal over here. So before we go ahead and figure out what's over here, let us first take a look at what we got. So for this, I want to pop on down here. And you know what? Let's actually, no, it's gonna be faster to go this way. Hop on down to my still unfinished sides. Alright, and I have, yeah, we'll come out here first. Alright, perfect. This area is already vented. So coming back here, I have a little hinge on a wall, and that's where I've been attaching all of my small grid stuff. So at the logistics facility, there was a small grid prototype ion thruster, which you can see mounted right here. And that goes quite nicely with the pair of the small grid Prototech gyros. What am I going to do with these? I have no idea. Yeah, if I do something, though, it's definitely not going to be a combat ship, because small grid Prototech sounds like a quick way to get very, very frustrated. Alright, so let's go ahead and then come on downstairs and take a look at the other Prototech gear that I got. Alright, so previously we had captured a pair of Prototech gyros. Those were captured when we first left Mars, and had been mounted on the blunderbuss for a while. Then there was another Prototech gyro sitting in the what's it called? One of the containers around the logistics facility, as well as a Prototech battery. Catching them all was quite fun, but I somehow managed. I think I might have actually lost like a piece of Prototech or two in the end. Just because some of the materials were leaving the area at speed. So the combat encounter that we had was not perfect. And then if I come racing all the way down here, I need to put some stairs in over here. Just remembered this when I was looking downstairs. Come back through here. Because the other thing is back out this door and in the main room again. The main hangar again. So, the last thing is right here is a Prototech refinery. I have gone ahead, attached it to this wall, and conveyored it up. So if I do actually go ahead and go mining more, I have this on hand to help process all the material. Now, all of my refineries, since I have 16 of them, are configured with full yield modules. So if I go ahead and I compare the refineries, one of my industrial refineries is giving me a refined speed of 130, yield rate of 200, and power efficiency of 100. The Prototech refinery, on the other hand, has the same yield rate, has the same power efficiency, though I will note that, power requirement is about double, but it has a refined speed of 550. So effectively, if you were to take a normal refinery, give it full yield and full speed modules, you would get one Prototech refinery. So, yeah. On top of that, these are 2x2x4, so the same size as a normal refinery, though the conveyor layout is a little bit different. And, yeah, 550 versus, not refill station refinery, 130. So, effectively, this one Prototech refinery could go ahead and replace probably about 4 of my normal refineries that are full yield modules. So, that was the loot from the last slideshow. And now it's time to go ahead and check out this unidentified signal. Now, if we pause here and stare at it for a quick second, we can see that it is not moving. So I know that this is not going to be a one of the 2 ship encounters. What we get instead? Who knows? So, let's go find out. Do I want to take the rock, or should I take out this boy? I'm leaning more towards taking this guy out. So yeah, let's do that. I like big ships. Alright, so the hangar is already vented, so now I can press the button. And the hangar door opens. Perfect. And then I think I'm actually going to go ahead and move a little bit closer. And once I am about 15-ish K out, I will stop the Thanatos. But that way at least I am a little bit closer to my target. Let's go ahead and bring you back once I'm in range. Alright, here we are, and that's a big asteroid, which makes me think that this one might actually be the one with the mining ships, or the mining tunnels. I'm not entirely sure. So I'm still going to go ahead and take this guy out, but I've got a feeling I might be coming back for my brand new little drone. And my gravity generator did not turn off when I connected this. I'm gonna have to check that setting. Vent controller docking. Yes. Okay, something broke. So let's go ahead and just come on over here and press that to off and that to on. There we go. And pull this bad boy out. So I do know that the well, actually, before I go too much further, let me check that I have perfect. Got some rockets. Good. All right. So, ooh, careful, careful. Oh, I had more space than I thought. So I do know that if this is the one that has the mining stuff, that there's a bunch of little tunnels that I have to go through, either on foot or with a small vehicle. But I'm not sure if there would be anything that I would have to deal with outside. So that's why I am taking this thing on over first. I am not seeing any big ships around. There's a little drone there. Hang on, let me check my turrets. Because I know that they did get shot up some. Then go ahead and turn on my artillery shooting at small things. I think that's a small grid drone of some sort. Now everything. Okay, so there is something there. I want you to shoot small ships. Alright. Looks like the weapon is gone off that thing. Oh, Factorum Raildrone. Eh? Nini? I think he broke my connector. Rude. My connector! Wait a minute, so after that. Okay, so what we are learning here is that artillery is not the best at dealing with small grid. But I need to come back on over here to this unidentified station signal rather than chasing after a little drone. Okay. So let's take a peek-see in here. And yep, this is the mining facility site thingy. Let me come in here and artillery. Let's just grab that on the toolbar really quick. I think there might be a turret of some sort here. I haven't actually ran this particular encounter myself, so... Alright. So I am not seeing... And there's a decoy over there. There was a decoy over there. Not anymore. Alright. So if I come creeping on in here... What can I find? Well, first thing that I find is I believe that I am too large to fit through that little hole. So, let me go ahead and position myself like this. Hang on. What do I have on me? I have my MR8P. Let me come on over here and grab a rocket. And then shove my rocket launcher in here. And while I'm at it, let's just pull that off. Alright. turn the lights on. Maybe there hadn't been a turret there. Oh, there's an antenna here.
Inventory full.
Might as well just get rid of that. Facility in lockdown. Do I want to go through the door through a wall? You know, let's go through a door. And do something that is not liable to blow me up when I aim poorly. Grinders. Flare gun. You know, I could actually see the flare gun being mildly useful. Let's go ahead and toss that on here. Any turrets? Don't see any. Ooh, some nice toys. I might as well go ahead and claim the NPC grid, and just take a quick peek at what is in here. Some interior turrets, some of which are labeled. There's a Prototech drill. There's a railgun in here somewhere. Yeah. Alright, so there's a railgun, a Prototech drill, some interior turrets. And I think that's actually going to be the whole facility, not just this little above surface area. So let's go ahead. Factorum rail drone there. Let's
Inventory full.
break the beacon, break
Inventory
the other
full.
antenna, just in case. You know, no specific reason. And then let's check in here if there's any more antennas. Never mind, that's too broken. Search for antenna. Okay, so there's two antennas. So hopefully this means that this can't call for aid. And since I built something specifically for this one thing, where is the Thanatos? I'm going to leave my main ship there and Hydroman on back to my Thanatos. Rail drone, rail drone. And I'm gonna go ahead. Whoa! The fluff? I guess he's not defanged yet. Rude. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the ships that I specifically built to take care of this particular encounter, which is going to be the little Gatling tug and then the rocket drone. And then we will see how well that works for getting 2 of them over. I don't know, maybe I will, like, landing gear lock my little drone and fly over that way. Whee! Alright, so step 1, I need to come in here and open the upper hangar. Open all the hangars. Actually, I should set up a button to do this outside, shouldn't I? Interior plate. There we go. And now I want to come in here and find timer. Open upper hangar start. Trigger now. Close upper hangar. Trigger now. Alright, give that a few seconds to do its thing. And then I can pop on out here in my tiny tug. And then come into remote access to the Thanatos. And I want to find connectors. I want to change my mind and just fly on in here. Then we will landing gear lock this. There we go. And now witch lock. Whee! And trundle on over. Then remote access to this. Turn my dampeners off. And now that the tiny tug isn't fighting me, bonk on my way out. It is time to come back on over here and take them away. Also, if that rail drone shoots either of these things up before I even get there, I might be slightly annoyed. You know what I should do? I should put a little, like, mag plate on the bottom of the rocket drone. So that way I could just, like, have that mag plate itself to the Dragon's Breath, and then also mag plate the Tiny Tug to it, so that way I could just take everything in all at once. That would be smart. Something to remember for next time. Alright. I'm going to come around, I think, this way, like this. Hello, real trend of annoyance. Oh! What the? Really? That was exactly what I wanted not to happen. Rude. Alright. And there. Now that stupid thing doesn't have a direct line of sight on me. I will instead have to tangle with my Dragon's Breath if it wants to cause me issues. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to slowly trundle on down here. And that hit really screwed something up. Is there a fast... Can I put, like, the remote control on my hotbar or something? Or do I have to go into the, terminal every time? Let's find out. The antenna... Nope. None of those things does it. So I'm going to assume that I can't do it on my hotbar. And then... Oh good, the Factorum Railtron hit them. Alright. So let me come on down here. And then remote access to rocket drone. Control. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, dampener's on. Yes, that's what I needed. Let me check. Okay, so I had... Oh, dang it. Inset connector. Not flare gun clips. Autocannon magazines. Okay. Well, I have a few shots with my autocannons. But at least I've got some rockets. So this is now really living up to the whole rocket drone thing. So what is down here? And I also just realized that I think I forgot to put lights on this thing. This would have been like the perfect thing to stick spotlights onto. Ooh! Well, there had been a railgun there. Now there's definitely not a railgun there. Cool. Big fan. Gravity generator. That looks a lot like an interior turret. Let's shoot it. Whee! Okay. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Still in control of that thing. Okay, so I have to hit F twice to get out. Now I can bring the tiny tug on down, which at least does have spotlights to light up my area. I'm not sure what it just shot at, but you know. And scope it out. There was something up there. So there's a door there and a passage there. Let's go ahead and hop on out and see what's down this door. Another gravity generator? Okay. And more flare gun ammo. Alright. Now to take a peek down here and... what's in here? Ooh, some Prototech machinery, zone chips. That's cool. So that means that I am now looking down here. Little gun. Ooh, a lot of magnesium. That'll be useful. And now I want to break through this. And hop back into here. Alright. And then a rocket drone. Remote access to... Remote access terminal. Why can I not remote into my drone now? Oh. There we go. Alright. continuing my riveting rocket adventures. There's turrets past here. Cool. Where? Okay, I think the rail drone finally made its presence known. Oh, there it is. Interior target. What is... Oh. Okay. You know what? Let's just put that on default. Alright. Now that I'm not worried about that anymore, time to come back on down here. And then I want to bring my little tug on down. Okay, and then remote access to rocket drone. Okay. Ah, gotta press and hold apparently. Danger, explosive. Okay, so something might blow up in here. And there's the unidentified signal. That was a bigger boom than my rocket was responsible for. still have 8 rockets left. Another bigger boom. Cool. Not exactly happy about these booms. So... Whew. Interior turret. Alright, so got to here. Now, let's go ahead and grab control of my little tug again. Make sure that I've got my Gatlings engaged. Whee. And then slowly creep on down the halls. Let's eat some spaghetti. There we go. And then I was down this direction. And there's my rocket drone. And let me pop out over here really quick. Just take a quick peek in here. Ooh, more Prototech, that's good. I don't see any turrets in there. Oh, there's a door. Guess somebody ran out of O2. Ooh, more rockets. Always more rockets. Cool. Reactive components in the bookshelf. Cool. It's a fun little find. Alright. And then if I peek in over here, anti-radiation medkit. Those are always useful. And back to the rocket drone. I only have 4 rockets left. And next time, though, I'm also going to be coming in with more autocannon ammo. Make that go away. And that one. 2 rockets left. I see Prototech. Oh, small grid Prototech jump drive. Cool. And rude. Did I stick a projector on this thing? I'm curious now. Yes, I did. Cool. Should be easily able to repair it then. But refits, I need to go ahead and grab, what's it called? Some lights for this thing. So coming on down here, there is a reactor, safe zone, small grid Prototech jump drive, buttons. But I think I am safe to basically park and grab this thing. I lost, I think, the autocannon? Maybe the thruster. Cool. Anyways. So now, I want to grab that.
Inventory full.
Ooh, Prototech propulsion, uranium. Plenty of good stuff in here. Ice. Power kits. Oh, it's not what I wanted, but sure. Okay. I guess that's supposed to be access to that cargo hold, but it said it's ladder access. Ooh, magnesium and platinum.
Inventory full.
Cool. Now then, I need to find a display. Oh, there's one in there, but I don't want to grab that one. So display in here? Nope. Okay. So display in there? No, there's not. Huh. The rail drone hit the assert ships and triggered that. Okay, cool. So I need to find. I don't want to hit this event controller because that might break that, but I need to find a display somewhere. Ooh, what's in here?
Inventory full.
Nothing? Alright.
Inventory full.
Then I will just take that apart enough. To get the display out of there. There we go. An action relay? Huh. Alright. There we go. Important part done. Claim NPC grid. Yes. And now I have my very own
Inventory full.
Prototech jump drive. Well, a second Prototech jump drive. This one will just kind of sit on my wall of small grid stuff.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Let's check. Yep, mine. Perfect. Finish repairing that up. And that will be the replacement in case the Razor loses its. Alright. Drill piston. Drill direction. Cool. No, 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 no. Oh. No. Dang it. I mean, technically, I can put the computers in and it works, and I just need to get Prototech panels. But my ship just blew that to pieces. Dang it! Alright, moving on. So yeah, it looks like at this point, I can go ahead and just kind of... Whoa! Where'd you come from? Really? Out of ammo? You have some thrusters?
Inventory full.
I would like them.
Inventory full.
Thank you.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
There, no more gyro for you.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
No more AI flight move either. Haha! Cool. Now I can come on over here, turn my projector on. Oh, lost 3 thrusters. And... One, 2, 3. Oh, dang it! There we go. That's fixed up. And then I should be able to... fix that all up. Haha. Alright. And now... time to grab this little thing. Look, I'm totally authorized personnel. There we go. And now... grab that. Alrighty. And with that, I can now go ahead and basically carry this back to my Thanatos. Why are you still showing as red to me? Is it the piston? Oh, yes. There we go. Alright. Let me open the space up a little bit more. And then take her home. Carefully. Alrighty. So, from this point, I don't think anything else is going to spawn from this base. And I think it's now just a matter of going ahead and looting as much as I can. So we got the drill, the small grid, Prototech jump drive, and then looks like a bunch of little Prototech components in various containers. And I will go ahead and figure out exactly what I got, as well as gather all the loot offline. And then maybe next time I will look at doing something for the Prototech drill. I might not, because now that it's missing all of the Prototech panels, it would really suck to like accidentally bump an asteroid just right and break that thing. So I might hold off on using the drill for something until either after I get a second or after I get a Prototech assembler. But other than that, yeah, doing good. So if you watched all the way to the end, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.